Artificial intelligence is going to impact every single industry, but right now, the technology is just not advanced enough. There are a few really great machine learning models out there, but those are being developed by huge companies like Google. Some very interesting fields of AI that I've been looking into are transfer learning and image classification. Transfer learning is the process of taking an existing machine learning model and using it to complete a task different from the one it has been trained on. I recently used transfer learning to create an image classification algorithm to detect faces. With image classification, the computer is finding features it can use to identify objects. However, these features are so generalized that they can be used to identify these objects in any setting extremely accurately. Image classification is typically handled via a convolutional neural network, or CNN. Convolutional neural networks are a special architecture of neural networks. They bear some similarities to the visual cortex, and one of their main uses is in image classification. CNNs are probably the best neural networks for this type of task because they work by going over an image over and over again, looking for patterns. They keep doing this until they can find lines, shapes, and then distinct features. This process of going over an image again and again is known as a convolution. I have gone a step further and trained my own image classifier. I developed a convolutional neural network using the pre-trained Inception version 3 model. I retrained a copy of it to identify extreme criminals such as Darth Vader, Darth Maul, Darth Sidious, Count Dooku, and Kylo Ren. These criminals are unique creations in their own way, created by the bright minds of the writers of Star Wars. There is a lot of code here, so I'm going to go into the most important parts. Create image lists takes the images that I'm using to train this model and splits them into 3 lists: the training set, the testing set, and the validation set. The training set is used for training. The testing set makes sure there is no overfitting, which occurs when the model gets 100% accuracy on the training set, which could cause the features it has identified to not be generalized enough to be used on other images, only on the training set. And the validation set makes sure that the model is not overfitting on the training and testing sets. The function goes image by image, takes the hash of the image using some extremely complex mathematical equations, and based on that, decides which set it should go into. Also important is the function runBottleneckOnImage. When talking about neural nets, a bottleneck is just a layer with less neurons than the ones before and after it. This encourages compression of feature representation to minimize loss. In this function, images are being resized and run through this bottleneck layer to reduce loss and make this model more accurate. To run this model, I'll navigate into the folder with the code in it and just run python retrained.py --imagedir, short for directory, and then the directory Star Wars. This directory contains images of Count Dooku, Kylo Ren, Darth Sidious, Darth Vader, and Darth Maul. After this, training should take a while, but once it is complete, I can take this completely new image of Darth Vader, feed it into the model for recognition, and the model recognizes it as Darth Vader. These numbers are just probabilities, with the highest probability being Darth Vader. Artificial intelligence is a rapidly advancing field, and with techniques like transfer learning and models like Inception, we can improve and develop new models in all types of AI even faster.